Hey guys, Dusk here, and today we're going to be doing a shoutcast of a StarCraft 2 replay, possibly the worst one in existence. I haven't actually watched this, but Sinxta is playing, so I think we can safely say it's going to be crap. Anyway, spawning in the top right is the blue Protoss, also known as Sinxta, aka the faggot. In the bottom left, we're going to see the red Zerg spawning as Kahi, just some random opponents. I decided to shoutcast this game just to make fun of my friend Sinxta and his failed Protoss playing. Right, so to start off, some background on these two players. Sinxta has been playing StarCraft since beta, and he's currently in Silver League. The Red Zerg, he's obviously a very interesting character to look into, but I know nothing about him. Obviously he's some type of pro, probably one of the best in the world, to be faced up against Sinxta. Anyway, to look it up, we have Sinxta's probe just gone in there just to check out what's going on. For the Red Zerg, it looks like he could be going a 13 pool build. Protoss on the other hand are just going a 12 pylon build and yeah, sticky upper gateway. Looks like he's just going to ignore this drone just beating on his buildings, which yeah, should be avoided if possible. Other than that, we look like we've got pretty standard play across the board. Yeah, someone just messaged me on Facebook. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, anyway, sorry, getting a little distracted. Alright, anyway, we have a gas going up for the Protoss, and it looks like the spawning pool is just about done for the Zerg. He doesn't seem to be training any drones in this spawning pool downtime, which seems like a bit of a mistake. But from Sinxta's end, he is also letting this drone live, and I'm lagging, don't know why. Anyway, he is also letting this drone live far longer than it should. I will actually lol if it takes down this pylon. But we have an Overlord also moving into here just to get taken out. Yeah, Sinxta looks like he's doing some fairly standard play of his own. He's throwing up a Forge now, which should be interesting. Oh, here we go. Here comes Zealot. Take out the drone. It's interesting stuff so far. Very interesting. Anyway, the Zealot must feel a huge sense of achievement, killing that one drone. He's got a kill. We'll be watching that Zealot for the entire game. Here we go. Some Zerglings moving out across the board. Across the board, what am I talking about? Anyway, some Zerglings moving out. They're going to see if they can run into the enemy ramp and just see what they can do in here. But it looks like Sinxta's got this pretty much under control. The Zerglings retreat. Oh, there's also a photon cannon coming up. I actually think the Zerglings should have just run straight into his mineral line. It would have done a lot more. Anyway, it looks like the Zerg has successfully supply capped himself for a while. He's just getting his gas up now. His queen also seems to be trying to get the gas, which isn't the best thing. Anyway, more stuff is happening. More gateways are going up for the Protoss. A cybernetic score is going up as well. Yes, it looks like Sinxta is going double gas into maybe a Stalker Sentry build. Oh, it looks like the Zerg takes all his drones off the mineral line. It's a very effective strategy, this, as it keeps your opponent on their toes. Looks like he's throwing up a couple of spam crawlers, and with this huge APM, he is controlling Zerglings and spine crawlers across the map. It is amazing. Anyway, enough sarcasm. So it looks like, just having a look at the production tab, we've got more Zerglings on the way for the Zerg. Oh, fuck off, Angus. Anyway, sorry about that. Sorry. Yeah, it's very informal shoutcast, as you can see. Just one sec, guys. Right, guys, I'm sorry, we're back after that little distraction. One of my friends refused to shut up. It's alright, though. Alright, we're back into the game. Just ignore all of that, what you just had. Anyway, from Sinxta. We've got 4 Zealots and a Sentry up at the moment for some early defense. It looks like we've got Metabolic Boost and Protoss ground weapons being researched for both sides. Robotics Facility is coming up now. Just looking at the Army tab, it does seem like the Protoss is ahead by quite a lot. It just looks like the Zerg is just looking for map control at the moment. I don't think Sinxta actually knows that there's Zerglings out there. But yeah, they've got his base pretty covered just so they can scout if anything's coming out. More gateways coming out for Sinxta as his normal build. More Stalkers. Don't know what he's going to try and pull off here, but it just looks like pretty standard play from both players at the moment. Just look at the APM. They're both about the same. More Zerglings coming out for Kahi. He seems to be going quite strongly with this Zergling build, which isn't always the best idea, since that he's going to get scattered now, yeah. And since that he needs to attack early, otherwise the Zerglings come kind of useless late game. Anyway, the Protoss Observer is moving across the map to check out just what's going on in the Zergling base. This is a Zerg base. And it looks like the Zerg is just expanding now on 32 supply, which isn't really a build, but you know, the Protoss on the other hand still hasn't. Oh, here we go. He's securing his expansion now, but there's still that force of Zerglings he's got to deal with, which probably would get taken out pretty easily by that force. So they've retreated now, back to the Overmind. Other than that, we've got pretty boring play going across the board, I joke. Yes, it looks like, looks like the Zerg is trying to grab the high yield. Why he wouldn't take this high yield is beyond me. But anyway, he's still got a Zergling sitting out here. He's going to try and get a strand off the Zealot. The Zealot's going to go down. Ooh. Some pretty bad play there from Sinxta. Well, not really bad play. But it's still, yeah, well, the Zerg is still ahead and units lost. It does seem that the blue Protoss is pulling ahead, however, in everything, it looks like, which isn't usual for a Sinxta game. Anyway, this Overlord's going to get taken out, which isn't good for the Zerg, because this may supply coming. Yes, it will. Here we go, the Zerglings moving in. Are they going to make it to the middle run? They're going for the middle run now. They're running past everything. Going for the probes. Sinxta does some good play. And whoops, some Stalkers right next to the Zerglings. Not too good. He should have taken out some Zealots, but no, the Zealots come in and save the probes. Oh, the Zerglings being tricky, running around the edge of the map. Taking out as many probes as they can. But no, they're focusing the Zealots. Not so good play from the Zerg. But Kahi seems to be taking map control. He doesn't seem to be doing anything with his expansions though. He's just training. Oh, he's going Mutalisks now. The thing is, he doesn't really have enough gas, since only one drone seems to be on this gas mine. The Protoss could make something happen here. He could probably win here, but I think he's just content with macroing up and making sure the Zerg doesn't have anything else. It's probably a bit cautious at the moment. Anyway, so he's got some Mutalisks up now. Some drones are finally transferring. Oh no, they're not. They're going into spine crawlers. Which isn't always bad. It's always good to have some stationary defense. They're quite strong spine crawlers. So, other than that, it just looks like Sinxta is chilling around, not really doing anything, and just macroing up. Seems to be just looking around his base, you know, admiring the scenery. Let's just see what Sinxta can see. He doesn't know that the Zerg has the high yield, but other than that, he's got this game pretty under control. Just having a look at the army tab again, it looks like the Protoss is ahead by a lot. Just the production, Stargates, are going up for the Protoss. This could mean Void Rays, most probably, or he could just try and tech it to tier 3, which I wouldn't recommend since the Zerg can be defeated now. But if they take too much map control and have too many spine crawlers on the board, I guess it would be hardish. It looks like this is the Zerg's